Why, hello there, you lovely people. How have you been doing today? Well, before the video starts, I just wanted to say some things, I guess. Firstly, I'm sorry that I didn't upload last week. I was sick and I was gonna upload even though I was sick, but I kind of lost my voice, so I couldn't do much about that. Secondly, it's raining outside, so I can't do anything about that either. Thirdly, oh my god, again, 4,000 subscribers? What in the ever loving fuck is this shit? I appreciate everything you guys have done for me, and hopefully, um, more good things happen for all of you. I am not good with this, I'm sorry, but I should stop talking now, so enjoy the video. Hmm? Oh, uh, what happened? Where am I? Is this? This is no. It can't be. This is the room, but why can't I remember anything? Oh, hi. Good evening. Huh? Why are you apologizing for hitting me? Wait, when did that happen? An hour ago. Uh, I'm sorry, but I can't recall just now. Could you please explain to me what's going on? Like, why am I in your room? Not that I don't like it, but. And why did you hit me? Okay, so you wake up in the middle of the night and saw someone breaking in through the window and you didn't move out of fear. But then they put a wet piece of cloth on your face and you just instinctively punched the intruder as hard as you could, and then you realized it was me. Oh no, please don't apologize again. I mean, I was the one who was trying to kidnap you, so I'm sorry for that. Why you ask? Um uh well, the truth is that you uh I'm sorry, it's just this is really hard for me to say, but um well, sorry, I need to compose myself. I love you. I have been in love with you for 18 months, 1 week, and 3 days. I fell in love with you the first time you talked to me. You were so kind, so beautiful, so good to a girl you've never talked to before. You remember, that day was the worst and best day of my life. The guys of my class bullied me more than usual. Mom and Dad were having more fights than usual, and it started raining, and I didn't have an umbrella, and I just started crying. I must have looked so pathetic, and then you came to me. You were really nervous too, but you talked to me, calmed me down, and even gave me your umbrella. And the next day, when I went to your classroom to give it back, I overheard some guy saying you had to walk home in the rain yesterday. N- Nobody had ever went that far for my sake, ever. In my my whole life. So I started following you. Then I realized you weren't just good with me, you're kind with everyone. That makes me feel a little sad at the beginning, knowing that I wasn't special in the end, but after a while I thought that it just makes you better. You weren't just a guy trying to flirt with a girl he saw crying, trying to take advantage of her vulnerability, and you were a kind soul, a really good person, and I started to think more and more, and I started dreaming about you about a year ago. I started taking pictures of you, and I have more than 100 of them, and it just didn't sound or look sick when I was doing it, so now that I say it out loud, it feels like I'm a psycho. Oh, that's nice of you to say that, but that's not the worst part. After some time, I started to collect some, I don't know how you call them. No, not stamps. I guess you could say holy relics, like water bottles or popsicle sticks. Well, I'm sorry for that. Well, and if you haven't snapped at me yet, I might as well admit that I have stared at your adorable sleeping face through that same window every now and then. You are not screaming or shaking, so that's a good sign, right? Or maybe you are just in shock. Well, oh yes, of course, you might have many questions. um, oh, I just didn't have the courage to ask you out. Like, the one thing that keeps me alive during the loneliest hours of the dark and cold night was hope. The hope that somehow, someday, you and I could be together. But I knew deep down inside that I was just lying to myself. That scenario, no, those thousands of scenarios that I created in my head, all those beautiful realities where you called me your girlfriend, where I called you my lover, were 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 never going to happen, cause nobody could ever love a piece of shit like me, especially someone like you. You are one other universe. Why do I say so? You wouldn't put your eyes on something like me. I'm a disgusting, creepy, lonely girl who doesn't even know how to keep eye contact with the person she loves. Who couldn't confess herself in more than 1 year of seeing the person she loved almost every day. Just look at me. I'm nothing compared to you. For a while, I even started thinking that maybe you could accept going out with me out of pity. No, not pity. compassion. Because, as I said, you're a kind soul, the kindest soul of this world. But then that girl talked to you. You remember her, like 1 week ago when I saw her walking towards you, so I started to feel worried. She was so beautiful, almost like a princess, the polar opposite of me. So I followed her. I listened her confession, almost crying, shaking, and then you rejected her. For 30 seconds, I was the happiest person in the world, and then, just like if something that automatically activates in my head when I start feeling happy about something, I realized that if you rejected her, my chances with you were just 0. That's why I didn't go to school this week. I was just thinking about you. How I have been basically living for the day you loved me, and that day wasn't going to come. I just couldn't accept it, and I know I sound like I'm crazy, and yes, I am crazy. Now that I say it out loud, I feel disgusted of myself. I must be the lowest piece of shit on earth. I was planning on to take you, kidnap you, to force you to live with me, to depend on me, to slowly grow, to feel something from me, to love me, not for what I am, because nobody could love that, but to love me because I'm the only thing you have left. That's all. I'm just that much of a horrible person. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know you could never be with me. I know you must be. I know you must feel disgusted, know that you know all of this, but please don't hate me. I promise I will never bother you again. I promise you will never know about me again, but please forgive me. Huh? Why are you hugging me? And why aren't you insulting me? Why aren't you hating me? I mean, why aren't you telling me how pitiful and horrible I am? Why aren't you mad? Why are you being so kind to me? I don't understand it. I don't deserve it. Why? You want to start? What? Why? You want to be friends with me? After all I said, all I did, I don't deserve you. I'll never will. And when I stop feeling like this, you'll let me confess to you again. But why? Why are you doing all of this for me? And you're doing this for yourself too? I don't understand. Because you like me? You think that deep down I'm a good person? What are you? But you are hugging me again. Yes, it does feel nice. It's the best feeling I've had for a long, long while. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love you.